Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back. My name is Kimiko Sumi and I am back to do a video, and today's video is going to be about women and homelessness and what I've been noticing about a lot of videos on YouTube and around the internet of women opting to become homeless instead of having their own place to live, or opting out of having their own apartment or home to become like a nomad or something like that. Basically, my take on that is that, me personally, I have been homeless off and on since I've been 18 years old. Well, actually 17 years old. And look, that's not a good idea. If you have a full-time job, if you have a full-time consistent job, and you have a place to stay, and you can afford to stay there, I wouldn't suggest becoming a nomad, y'all. Don't do that. Especially if you're a woman in particular. Like, that can be extremely dangerous. Like, you just because you're in a car or something like that doesn't mean you're safe. You know what I'm saying? I know you could go park in certain places at night, but people can still try to harm you in that position too. It's not safe and it's not wise to live a nomadic lifestyle or be homeless at all, especially if you don't have a car or anywhere to go to at night that is safe. Like, don't and then not only that, even if I saw a girl earlier this morning who, she was very beautiful and she was very good at doing her makeup and hair, and she looked very clean. Like, she would get dressed at Planet Fitness. I mean, the makeup and the hair and everything, and it looked perfect. It looked really, really nice. It looked really, really good. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, she did what does way better than I could ever do. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say that what I could ever do, because you could always get better. But she has some skills. Okay. So anyway, this girl, she left her luxury apartment, or her apartment to my understanding, to become homeless or nomadic. And right now, supposedly, she's living in her job's like room. It's like a little room that she has at her work that her manager let her stay at, and then she goes to Planet Fitness to shower and stuff, and of course she has a car. But y'all, that can get tiresome after a little while, where you got to go to different places to shower and get things out of your storage facility. That can get very tiresome after a little while, and then you have to work, and then all this different types of stuff. And it's just basically easier just to have everything in one. And another thing too, you might end up paying almost the same amount of money doing that in the end, after all, because you got to pay for a storage facility, you have to pay for a gym membership. And then I know that some people have to spend money on gas, and the gas prices are high too. They got to worry about food, and they can't cook their food really, so they would have to get things that are probably more expensive, like aside from restaurants or fast food, they could only really well, they would really have to, if they wanted a hot meal or something like that, more than likely they would have to get fast food, and that could get very expensive. But to each his or her own. Like, at first it could seem like, oh, this is exciting, I'm not really tied to anything, I got plenty of money. But for a woman, that can be very extremely dangerous. Y'all, that's not a good thing. And then men, they might try to stalk you, or they might try to prey on you. But you know what? I do have a couple of tips if you do decide to do that. Like, if you absolutely have to live a nomadic life, or be a homeless person, which I definitely don't suggest if you're a woman or anybody really. But these are some tips, like for a woman, especially a woman, I suggest, like if you don't have a car, I suggest sleeping in the daytime somewhere that's safe, like go to a library or something like that, or somewhere you could. They even probably have like day shelters and stuff where you can sleep at in the daytime, and then at night, if because if you're not able to get into a shelter, usually you can get into a day shelter somewhere where you could kind of sleep there for a couple of hours. And if you can't find that, I suggest sleeping at a park or a beach or something like that in the daytime. But at night, you really, if you're a female, you have to be awake. If you don't have a car, like you really have to be awake then. So I suggest drinking coffee, some strong coffee. Buy you a like a what is it called? Buy you instant coffee from the grocery store, and like get like some plastic spoons, a cup or something like that, and kind of, and like mix it or whatever, even if you don't have hot water. Just because it'll dissolve in the water anyway, so just drink it even if it's not hot, and just stay up all night and sleep in the daytime. You got to become nocturnal. I'm gonna be honest, like it. Cause, and then you gotta really, you must really make sure that you stay on top of your hygiene the whole time, and dress yourself up just like you would if you were just a person who had a place to stay. Like take care of your hygiene, do your hair, do your makeup. But I do suggest at night to not really keep all that stuff on, or be too fixed up at night. Don't do that at night. Take off all that makeup at night. If you are wearing, if you have a wig or your hair or whatever, I suggest like putting it back into a bun or something like that, and then maybe putting a hoodie on if it's cold. Like the winter time. But like even in the summertime, I suggest like getting a hat and putting it over your head to disguise yourself. You gotta kind of make yourself look less attractive if you're out there. Like you can't make yourself look too attractive at night. But in the daytime, yeah, and it'll make you feel happier too. It really will. It did for me. Like I would always take a shower. I will always get dressed up in the daytime. But at night, I would take it all off. I would take another shower at night at the gym. When I used to go to the YMCA, I would take a shower. I would take a shower in the morning, and I would take and get dressed up for the day. And then at night, I would take another shower and take off all the makeup, and of course, wash my body and hair and whatnot. And I would, kind of disguise myself as somebody that, like it's people are gonna feel however way they feel about you anyway, or they might, some people might not think that I look attractive this way, but I do. Okay, but like less, like tone down. Just tone yourself down, regardless of how you look. Tone yourself down. Okay, I'm not saying be dirty, but you kind of want to look kind of like, not so like obvious. But in the daytime, yeah, turn it up, because it could make you feel so good that maybe you might be motivated to like I don't know, like make more money or make better moves to get you into a permanent place to stay. It can really build your confidence up, or make your confidence really soar if you take care of yourself. And this goes for men too. Like shower, shave, keep your hair cut low, make sure your beard is trimmed or whatnot. The same for women. Like just jazz it up. Make sure that you're clean at least in the daytime with clean clothes on, and brush your teeth and brush your hair and stuff. Like even if you don't apply makeup, just keep yourself clean, keep yourself neat, because people will treat you better. You'll feel a lot better about yourself even if you are homeless. Just keep yourself up. I remember before I knew I was going to be homeless at 26 years old again, I read this website on that I found on Google. I forgot what it's called, but it was this guy was telling me, well, not telling me, he was describing what you should do if you find yourself homeless, and especially in Los Angeles. And that's where I was going to, Los Angeles. So the one thing that stood out to me is when he said, make sure that you are keeping yourself clean and neat and not looking too out there. Like, don't not out there, but not making sure that you can blend in with the rest of society, basically. Okay. Now I know there are some days when it might be a day or two, or that you can't make it to go shower because you probably are doing so many things or whatever, or it could get just tiresome. I'm gonna be honest, but stay on top of that, because people will respect you more. Another thing too, don't carry around a whole lot of stuff either. Just have one little small bag or something like that, especially if you're a woman, because you might have to run away sometimes, especially at night. So carry something very small. Don't be toting around luggages and a whole bunch of bags and stuff. It really, put all that stuff in a storage. And also in some cities like Los Angeles, they have free storages for people who are homeless. So you can look into that and really Google and find and really like find the resources in your city or state that will help people out who are less fortunate, impoverished, or homeless. Like, just take advantage of all the free things that they have to offer, free resources, and just try as best as you possibly can to not let people really know that you're homeless. And really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, don't try to really associate with too many other homeless people. If you can, don't associate with them at all. You don't want to keep that mindset in your head. The goal is to get out of homelessness anyway. So just kind of like keep your distance. Not even kind of, just keep your distance from them, because a lot of them are on drugs and they can be predators and stuff, and they might see that you got something. Don't tell them that you're homeless either. Definitely don't do that. And don't let them get too used to seeing you places, because they might be able to figure it out or whatever. Kind of spread yourself around the city. Not in that way, but kind of like just go around and travel around the city. Don't be in the same place too much if you're homeless, especially if you're a woman, because there might be somebody that's watching you every day if you hang around the same place. So just notice that. And basically that's my video. And like I said, I don't recommend anybody, especially a woman, to be out there homeless, especially if she has enough money to have her own place or live with somebody. Like, I don't suggest that. And after a while, like I said, it can get very tiresome, and you're going to want to have a place to stay eventually. So just think about that. And if you're new to my channel, if you're new, and if you have been here, like, and if you're new, subscribe. And if you've been on my channel, hit the notification bell, comment, and share my video, regardless of who you are, okay? So I hope this video helped you all out, and I'll see you in another one. Peace. Bye-bye.